Kafka Connect is an integral part of the Confluent platform. By simplifying the integration of external data systems into the Apache Kafka streaming data platform, Kafka Connect helps you to achieve the promise of the real-time enterprise. Data pipelines that used to take months to develop can now be piloted in an afternoon. More importantly, Kafka Connect helps you eliminate the tight coupling between those pipelines. The fundamental architecture of Kafka Connect has been discussed in earlier sessions. As you'll recall, Connect worker processes are launched to host the connectors themselves, which are partitioned into individual execution units called tasks. The individual connector tasks are then deployed across the workers. Source connector tasks are responsible for retrieving available records from the source data system in response to a poll call from the framework. They are also responsible for tracking the commit offsets in a manner logically consistent with the source data system. For example, a connector designed to publish logical changes against a relational database table might choose to track the system change number as a measure of which specific records have been successfully published to the Kafka environment. The life cycle of a source connector task is very simple. The task is initialized with details on the framework context, along with connector-specific configuration details. Most source tasks define a logical mapping for the topics to which they will publish data. For example, the JDBC source connector publishes data for database table foo to Kafka topic foo with an optional prefix. At regular intervals, the Connect framework will invoke the poll method for each instance of the task class. Available data should be retrieved and published to the framework using helper functions. Two other methods, commit and commit record, are used to acknowledge receipt of data from either the entire poll request or a single source record. The task should be designed such that commit offsets are saved and there is minimal risk of duplicate records. Most source connectors are designed explicitly for at least once semantics, committing their topic offsets after the data is published to the Kafka topic. A sync connector, unsurprisingly, is the opposite of a source. It consumes data from one or more Kafka topics and writes that data to an external data system. Sync connector tasks are similar to traditional Kafka consumers. Each is assigned one or more partitions from the Kafka topics monitored by the connector, and can be sure that no other task will be reading messages from those partitions. The task lifecycle is a bit more complex than that of the source connectors. The task is initialized with details of the framework context along with the connector-specific configuration details. The open method is called to assign a specific set of Kafka topic partitions to the task. The close method will be called, followed by another call to open, in the event that the framework needs to rebalance partitions across the available connector tasks. This will happen automatically in the event that a Connect worker process fails or that the Kafka topics themselves are repartitioned. At regular intervals, the framework will invoke the put method to request writing out a collection of data records to the target data system. For performance reasons, some sync connectors may delay committing these records all the way to the external data system. The flush method is invoked by the framework to ensure that all the delivered data has been committed. The task may be shut down completely by a call to close, followed by a call to stop. Sync connectors leverage the same offset management features as the basic Kafka producers. They may add their own logic to support exactly once semantics, which can avoid writing duplicate data records to the external data system when there is a failure between message receipt and the offset commit. The HDFS sync connector included with the Confluent platform offers a good example of this exactly once support. We've covered a lot of ground fairly quickly. Rest assured that you won't be the first partner to develop a Kafka Connect connector. In fact, one of the best resources for learning more about sources and syncs is the Connector Hub at confluent.io. There, you'll find the connectors that we package with the Confluent platform, as well as dozens of others that have been developed by partners and community participants. And most of these examples can be leveraged directly to speed your development. Thanks for listening. For a more in-depth discussion of coding practices, and test development for your connectors. Be sure to check out the other videos in this series.